don't know.
With the PNB shit, are you surprised that No Jumper did not post the clip right away?
No, they didn't post him on the ground.
Yeah.
No, they didn't post it.
They didn't post anything. You know how you saw DJ Academics do it?
He posted the clip of him on the ground?
No, I'm talking about the...
of the interview?
Like an old interview, yeah. Why do you think Adam didn't do it to that?
Has Adam interviewed him?
I believe so. I feel like I've seen the thumbnail before.
I was reading the comments, and I haven't seen the clip or I haven't seen the thumbnail, but I saw the comments. It was like, "Oh, y'all see how Adam didn't post his PNB shit? Maybe because after Joe and Andrew got on him."
Yeah, so that's what I was thinking about too. I was just like, I wonder if that actually like affected him to think about it.
Yep, he did an interview with him 5 years ago.
See, he could have posted those clips, but he didn't. Why aren't you showing the people the light?
That's honestly a good point.
Yeah.
I think the PNB,
But he said he's friends with PNB, so it's like he was trying to process it and everything. But I just from speculation, feel like it might have gotten to him because if it especially the conversation with Joe and the what's the other guy's name, Andrew
Callaghan,
and Andrew Callaghan shit,
and we might as well segue right on to Andrew Callaghan because in him talking after the PNB shit. He was like, I wonder which hip-hop platform is going to start posting content of him first.
I saw that.
And Andrew Callaghan, Channel 5, if you don't know, you're lame.
Yo, he's hilarious.
But he's a digital journalist. But he got at Adam for that. And it's kind of weird because I watched the whole interview when he sat with Adam, and it was a good conversation, mad cordial. And he kind of grilled him a little bit on that stuff, asking almost the same questions as like Joe, like kind of assuming
it was the nicest grilling
people
ever.
Die after they're here, and he's like, I mean, no one's actually died from being here. Like, it's never been a follow up thing. There's no one you can ever name. Like, it is what it is. So Adam wasn't really tripping. Do you take responsibility if someone dies after coming to your platform? He's like, I mean, not really, because there's not really much ties. Like, if you can point to someone, but nah, we don't really. We talk about a lot more than just like that type of stuff. Cool conversation. Then he does the documentary. He sends it to Adam. Apparently, they text behind the scenes and stuff. And in the documentary, he had this music playing in the background because he had that interview portion from Adam. And he kind of basically made Adam look like the Grim Reaper and stuff, and like really phrased it in a way of like, oh, this guy takes no accountability, and they kind of set him up to look bad. But Adam wasn't tripping. He didn't really hear much feedback. He heard more feedback from the Joe Budden podcast. But then it was kind of weird because he posted this story saying, I wonder who's gonna be the first one or who's gonna do it. Obviously taking a shot at Adam, and then he took it down pretty quickly after, probably because like, bro, it's not really tasteful. And Adam was cool with PNB, really cool, like he's sitting there sad about it, and then you just go and post something like that about Adam. Like it was kind of uncalled for, and also, pussy, you're not in this space. Yeah, you're not in this space. You don't know no rappers. You don't know PNB. You're not from LA.
I thought Andrew Callaghan he interviews rappers.
He goes to a lot of hoods and does all that shit. But you don't even know PNB. Like Adam sits with these guys and has relationships with them. And he did. Andrew did shit with Crip Mac. He goes to all the different hoods and stuff like that. But Adam's much more in the culture than you are. For you to take a shot like that, bro, like it was just mad unnecessary. And you probably don't even know PNB Rock, never met him, and you just when that's the first thing you're thinking of, it's like you don't care, like you don't care that the dude just died, you don't care about how gruesome that shit was, you just want to take a shot out of nowhere. Why don't you wait till he posts it, then you can take a shot?
And I think with like Adam, at least it's like a give and take, you know. It's like you're highlighting this person's life and their music, the craft that they're fucking working on, all these things. It's like, bro, I get it. There's shit that could happen afterwards, but they chose to say these things on air. You know, you can't just blame Adam if you're just questioning and these fools are just oversharing, right?
Yeah.
And it's like that's hella unfair. And fuck, I was gonna say something about the fuck was it? I forgot it. Nah,
this story kind of rubbed me the wrong way a little bit because I fuck with Andrew Callaghan. I've been fucking with Andrew Callaghan when it was all gas, no brakes. Before it was Channel 5 on the bullshit, you know what I mean? And so my thing is though, I guess with Adam and Andrew, they're kind of
the whites.
They're kind of in the same space when they're interviewing black people, and they kind of both profit off of the poverty of black people because Andrew's not going to the richest places ever and shit like that. He's really more so like in the hood interviewing these people, you know? So not technically the same genre, but close enough, right? Like not exploitation, but you're using us to kind of build a platform in a certain way, right?
He did do a lot of stuff with the MAGA guys, though. He was around a lot of white trash for a long time.
I mean, he's done a lot of stuff. I've seen him do, what was it, like the Flat Earthers and shit. He's done hella funny ass videos, bro. But my thing is like, bro, don't come up to the podcast we sit down, have an entire conversation. We're cool. If you want to call that a press, I think he was really asking questions. And then as Adam was answering, he's like, okay.
And he's kind of grilling though. I mean, he was trying to grill, but also because he knew he was going to use it for his documentary. But even then, it was very light. Yeah, it wasn't that serious. He just asking the questions. That's kind of his disposition. So It didn't seem like none.
But then after the fact, you see the ulterior motive. That part's kind of disgusting. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like you're texting me kind of like, oh, big bro, check, kind of like big bro, check this out. You know, I want you to see it. You know, yada yada. But then you turn around and do some shit like that. Like just speaking about the Andrew and Adam situation, I think that's kind of weird, bro. Like, and then people in the comments, I was watching the No Jumper shit. They were mad at Adam, like, oh, see how Adam got defensive. So that does mean he feels some type of way about it. And it's like, yeah, I mean, yeah, he has the right to feel some type of way about it, but that doesn't change the conversation of like the people that are doing the stuff don't care about. They're not really concerned about what I'm posting. It's the people that have nothing to do with it that are mad about the stuff that I'm posting.
Yeah, you know? and like, bro, if you felt that way, not one point did Andrew Callaghan say, I think it's kind of nasty how you be posting stuff after. Exactly. I'll be honest with you. You never said that. Why didn't you speak up and say that? But instead, you want to post a story and then probably rethink it and then take that shit down. Think twice, bro, and don't use someone's death as an ulterior motive to then take a shot at someone else. And I get that it relates because he could have posted it, and maybe that's part of the reason he didn't. But regardless, bro, wait. If you post it, then fine, you can chime in. But you don't need to use this as a time to make a unilateral shot at Adam. When it's just not necessary. When Adam was homies with him too, bro. Not homie, but come on, they was cool. They chopped it up. They tapped in, whatever, bro. Come on.
I saw a lot of people defending Andrew too. And they was like, yeah, I mean, I understand what he's saying. Because they were coming from the side of like, oh, he does real journalism. Whereas Adam is more of an opportunist, and if it helps the platform, great. But if it doesn't help the platform, you could go die in the ditch.
Adam's a podcaster, though.
I mean, which makes sense, right? But they were like, oh, Andrew took Crip Mac to a concert. Adam doesn't really give a fuck about Crip Mac. He gave him the platform, yeah, but that's just because it helped No Jumper. But the second it got bad, he wasn't really trying to help him like that.
But they have rules for Crip Mac, and then he broke the rules.
And he didn't even cut ties with Crip Mac. He still talks to him while he's locked up. They're still in contact. And on top of that, he put Crip Mac on. Crip Mac will always be grateful. The only reason he had to take him off the platform is because started saying fuck another person on the group that is also a gang member and he also has fuck Hoover's on his head. Hoover killer on his head. Yeah. And he's going to say fuck that nigga about a Hoover that is a big part of the show. So yeah, Adam, out of respect and to keep things safe, yeah, you had to distance it. But he was still in contact with Crip Mac, and Crip Mac understood what it was and knew he went too far. So people just be talking bullshit. Like, if you don't watch, you don't watch, bro. But you ain't got the facts. Get the car facts.
It's kind of annoying that he got put on the fucking podcast to talk to Adam, and they have a good conversation. But then you making the documentary and making like Adam look like that, bro,
which I still think was fine. It was good. It was good movie making. Good movie making.
But it's just like, damn, bro, and it's like you're still texting the dude and you're trying to have conversation. Like, it doesn't seem. It really doesn't make you look good. Surprisingly, his fans are pretty big if they're in the comments trying to grill Adam as well.
No, they were. They were still trying to grill Adam. They were talking about the difference of content of like, oh yeah, Andrew just went to O Block, but his documentary, not documentary, but that video right there, the O Block video, he wasn't glorifying violence. He gave people a chance to really speak and do the same shit. I feel like it's the way that Andrew goes about it that people like more than the way Adam goes about it. You know,
his fans.
Yeah,
literally his fans. Everyone do this shit their own way, and everyone got a problem when someone do something different. Because Adam could have said the exact same thing. Yeah, I don't just focus on killing. I like to get to know them. I like to have a whole conversation. If they've been talking about all this beef, yeah, I'll ask because I'm an interview and I ask what I'm curious about. Yeah. Simple as that. They share whatever they want to share.
I saw the Andrew and the Yeet. You seen the Yeet video?
Nah.
So he's like, it's kind of condescending the way that he was doing it. Because it's like, he's talking about, Yeet's so big. And then he starts interviewing the fans. And it's like the most retarded fans that they have. And they're like, oh my God, I love Yeet. And they're just like idolizing the man. And in a way that's just horrible. And then he meets up with Yeet. After he meets up with Yeet, they have like a cool little conversation. And then he takes his number. So when he's with the fans, he's like, he gets to FaceTime on the fan while they're talking. And the fans are just saying the dumbest shit possible. It's like, bro, I'll die for you. Like it and Yeet's just like, they're like, oh, we're cool. Like,
hey, okay, that's what's up.
Thank you. And then the connection's all bad. And it's just like, I don't know if that's how its content is for like other videos, but that one, it just seemed very condescending the way it's like you're highlighting that the rapper but then you're making his fans look like dumbasses.
Right.
You know, I don't think
Right.
that's. It is a little condescending.
Yeah, niggas
I mean,
need to
maybe
leave,
recently, but
leave
like, I
my
haven't
boy.
seen that video.
Leave my boy Adam alone. That's the bottom line. I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of people trying to get at Adam. I'm sick of people being salty because he the only one that hired a bunch of gang members, a bunch of people that wouldn't have been hired elsewhere, put him on, gave him a platform, supports them all doing their own things,
Talk your shit.
and they be the first ones to tell you, nah, bro, that it ain't like that with Adam. Nah, we ain't on that type of shit. No. We be the ones giving him the hardest time and getting mad at him. Him and AD are dead ass like best friends, and they'll both tell you. And then Adam calls him his black twin. Like they're. Come on, bro. Like you could tell a family is different from just like hired workers that are gonna be
Yeah.
beefing and shit, and they do get into it like family.
Yeah, AD was even talking about it. It's like Adam doesn't look at shit and be like, yo, he did this right now, so we have to interview him for this reason.
Right.
It's more like, oh, I'm actually interested in this guy, so let's try to get a sit down with him.
I think people don't like the fact that Adam's white, and that's
Oh,
really
100%.
it. That's really it, bro.
100%. That's
If it was a
like,
black person, nobody be saying this shit.
yeah,
And it's the same conversation they have about Vlad, and I forgot the other one, but you know what I'm talking
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
about. Yeah.
Bro, you know what's funny though? When a lot of these like hood, I guess I feel like we got through the Andrew shit, but it reminded me when we were talking about whatever you were saying.
I will remind you, you don't know what the fuck I
Nah,
was
yeah,
saying.
because I don't want to lose what I was gonna
Yeah, go
say.
ahead, go
ahead.
Just like I was seeing Adam talk about to I think it was Boss Top or someone from O Block, and he was saying like what is it like when just a random vlogger comes through? Like can they just do that safely? And saying people don't go as crazy now if you got the camera phone, but he's saying like back in the day, if you had the camera phone, you snatch it. Like we think you police, like, and it just to me it just sounds so funny. Like you just pull out your camera phone, you're like, hey, you work for the police, don't you? You police, like, me?
Get his
Like,
ass.
I be looking like,
get the butt.
yeah, you police. Like, bro, people use the word police in the funniest ways. And that's what reminded me of, because people say, like, Vlad the police, Vlad the feds.
Yeah.
But they just use it, and it sounds so funny to any, like, normal citizen or, like, someone who works in law enforcement or something like that. Like, oh, nah, you police, you fed. And like, dude just got a phone out. Like, this
Yeah, imagine they do that.
Like,
Like,
was my phone bugged? What do you mean? Like, who's police? You police, bro. That's what we like. I think that nigga at the corner might be police, bro. He on the phone with it.
that's
Oh,
like
okay.
college football. Like if somebody's recording the practices.
Oh,
Imagine the
yeah, he
players.
police.
That's the police, man.
Hey, you police,
Coach
get up out of here, bro. Get up out of
They
here.
stealing
like,
plays and shit. That
fam,
shit be
the
happening,
police
bro.
is not having nigga. Yeah, stealing plays. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
but he
police
ain't
is
the
not having
police.
dudes with iPhones just come through the hood. What y'all on? What y'all got? What y'all boys got going on? And let Charleston White ass. What y'all got? Is that some Molly? y'all selling it or y'all just
He the
using it?
police for sure. He'll tell you.
Yeah.
Who the plug? Hold up, my bad. Hold on, I ran out. All right, who the plug though? Oh, okay.
Zoom in.